Hi, I'm Greenstone Lobo once again, and you're watching me on Asianet News. And I'm going to be talking about some very interesting conversation that is going on around IPL 2025, and that is about MS Dhoni back as the captain of Chennai Super Kings. And of course, Ruturaj unfortunately is injured, and this is a temporary arrangement. But the question and the big flutter is that is there a possibility, and we're going to analyze this astrologically, that is there a possibility that Chennai Super Kings, the talismanic and the legendary skipper is back? And is there astrologically a possibility of Chennai Super Kings winning the IPL? Okay, maybe winning is too far away, but then at least can they turn their fortunes around and go up in the table? That is the question I'm going to answer astrologically in this video. So talking about MS Dhoni's horoscope, MS Dhoni was born on the 7th of July 1981, and when you look into his horoscope, it's a phenomenal chart. He was born at 5:30 in the morning, and he has the planet Neptune in the deepest exaltation in 0 degrees in the 7th house. Now 7th house is the house of the public enemies, and in sports it means that all those people against whom you play. And because he has this Neptune in such a powerful position, that is the reason he has been winning tournaments. He has been, vanquishing his enemies, and it can be international cricket or it can even be IPL. He has won 5 IPL titles for Chennai Super Kings. That's simply because of this one phenomenal placement of Neptune. Now, what has happened in the recent past, if we're going to talk about, is if I'm going to talk about the current planetary transits, then the planet Neptune has come into its own house. That is the 10th house of MS Dhoni. 10th house is the house of career, and it came in 2021. And there is also an additional very important planet that Dhoni has, and that planet is Uranus, which has been very powerful since 2017. So from 2017 till now, there has been the Uranus has been very powerful. Neptune has come in 21. So in this period, MS Dhoni has already won 3 IPL titles. Okay, so 2018 one, then 2021 another one, and then 2023 another one. So, and at this point of time, while we are talking, the major issue at this point of time is that MS Dhoni's most important planet, which is Uranus, has gone into debilitation. So while we're talking at this point of time, after 7 years of remaining in exaltation in the zodiac sign Aries, now Uranus is moving into the zodiac sign Taurus, and Taurus is one zodiac sign where Uranus gets debilitated. And the 12th house is the house, it is going into the 12th house of MS Dhoni, and 12th house is the house of losses. So what does it mean? I mean, to answer this very simple, straightforward question of can MS Dhoni win another IPL title as a captain? Well, the simple answer is no, simply because he doesn't have the most important power. I mean, the Uranus was in the 11th house. 11th house means business results. Results means whatever you are working for, getting the benefits. So the benefits house planet is gone, and it has gone into the house of the 12th house of losses. So what it means is that MS Dhoni, whatever efforts he's going to be putting in, he is not going to get the results for the same. Okay. So if I'm going to answer the simple question of will MS Dhoni be able to turn around the fortunes of Chennai Super Kings and make them win again? Well, the answer is a very big no. So yeah, it can also be very obvious from the table. If you can see, they are in the 9th position while this video is being made, and probably it appears that even they can go on to reach the bottom. So now, what is ailing Chennai Super Kings besides the chart of MS Dhoni? I would say that there are 2 more people, there are 3 more people whose horoscopes are also hindering the progress of Chennai Super Kings. Because, so at the saddle or at the leadership, there is one person, which is MS Dhoni. But then there are also other people's horoscopes which can also be responsible for this kind of a slide. So I'm going to be taking 2 more people's names, and they are really important. 3 people's names, they are very important, and they being there, and especially as they are very important people in the lineup, and that is the reason there is even more trouble. I'm going to give you those 3 names. Number 1 is Ravindra Jadeja. Ravindra Jadeja was born in 1988. He has the planet Uranus and Pluto. You know, two very, very important planets. They were debilitated in his horoscope. And if you have a debilitated planet at this point of time, those two planets are very powerful. As I said, Uranus is anyways getting debilitated. So a debilitated planet going debilitated only adds to the woes of the person. So which means he won't be able to be, seeing any winning moments. Another person who I'm going to talk about is Ravichandran Ashwin, a legendary player, a thinker of the game, a Chennai Super Kings original, product. He was there during those earlier wins of CSK. He has gone back again, but unfortunately for him, the Uranus, which is an extremely powerful planet in his chart, again is becoming debilitated. So that's the reason he's also not able to win. He's not also be a part of a winning team. And finally, it is the coach, Stephen Fleming. Stephen Fleming was born in the year 1973. Once again, Uranus is very powerful in his horoscope, and unfortunately, Uranus is going debilitated. So what it means is that, the very important people who are at the helm of affairs are not going through very good transits, and that is an additional reason why Chennai Super Kings is not able to give great results. Okay, all right. So, fine. So, CSK is not going to win. So, can CSK really go up, at least, reach some respectable position, end in a respectable position in the table? Is there a possibility? Okay, let's look at that. See, I would say that CSK really needs to do some sort of a change, bring in some sort of a young blood, and only then I would say that Chennai Super Kings can, probably push forward and do some sort of a, turn around in their fortunes. But otherwise, if they're not going to do some changes, then it is going to be even more troubled path for them. I'm going to give you two names. There are these two gentlemen, young boys who have very good horoscopes, and I feel that, if they are bought into, in the place of Ruturaj, I would say at least one of these two young boys, if they are going to make their entry in, then there are possibilities that they can do well. Number one is Vansh Bedi. He was born in December 2002. He has got a Uranus in a very powerful position. It doesn't matter. The Uranus is right now debilitated, but then he also has all the 4 asteroids, and some of the asteroids are very powerful at this point of time. He also has Pluto in an extremely powerful position, and right now Pluto is extremely powerful, so which means that Vansh Bedi has the capacity to really do so well. And there is another young man who is Andre Siddharth, who was born in 2006, and he also has a phenomenal horoscope, and he has got this planet X in the deepest exaltation, very, very powerfully placed, and he is also in that kind of a position to really play well. I would say that Vansh Bedi or Andre Siddharth should make an entry into the CSK team, and these two are very fearless cricketers, and they at least, we have this old jaded energy in the Chennai Super Kings lineup, and probably if you infuse this young blood into the lineup, then probably there are possibilities of a turnaround. If they're not going to do it, then it is going to become very difficult. But even if you infuse these young people like Vansh and Andre Siddharth, I would say that, but because Dhoni is at the helm of affairs, then it is going to be really, really difficult for them to even get into the top 6 or 7. So I would say that, by the end of the tournament, probably Chennai Super Kings is going to be languishing in the bottom half, and mostly it will be even very, very low. And I wouldn't be even surprised, because the MS Dhoni's planets are really very weakly placed right now. So probably they can end up in the number 9 or a number 10 position, unfortunately. So finally, to conclude, I would say that despite the legendary MS Dhoni coming back as the captain, there are no chances that CSK would be able to revive their fortunes, unfortunately.